Grand Rising, everybody. Grand Rising. It is your boy ABK. Thank you for checking out another one of my cryptocurrency markups. Post these on social media every once in a while just to show you guys what I'm really looking at on these cryptos, because I know that they're in high demand. I know that it's cryptocurrency season, it's alt season, right? And so there is extreme fear in the crypto market because Bitcoin has dropped down from 64,000 or whatever the high was. I forgot exactly what the high was. I don't necessarily pay attention to that stuff. But now the price has reached down to 36,000. Right now it's 6:52 a.m. Central Standard Time on March 19th, 2021. And so I wanted to show you guys the market cycle. This is how the market cycle really goes in cycles, because what happens in the past always happens in the future, and vice versa, right? So this is down here. We have disbelief. This rally will fall, will feel like the others. This is where people were saying that, oh, Bitcoin is a scam. I don't like Bitcoin. Hope a recovery is possible for a price to push up. Optimism, the rally is real. This is where a lot of buyers got in. Believe, time to get fully invested through. I'll buy more on the margin. Gotta tell everyone to buy. This is, before I even continue, let me get my drawing tool out. Before I even say anything, this is where a lot of people started telling you guys to buy crypto. This is where a lot of people started to tell you guys, oh, you guys should be buying Bitcoin. You guys should be buying Bitcoin. When you should have been looking to buy Bitcoin at least down here, or maybe down here at the disbelief, right? You want to, the main goal about investing in anything, whether if it's stocks, cryptocurrency, or whatever, you want to buy low and sell high. So if you're buying low right here, this is where you're able to or even right here, you're able to maintain all of this. There's even some people who were to buy here at Euphoria. You don't want to buy here at Euphoria. This is why a lot of people are getting wrecked. There's a lot of liquidity going on in the market because there was too many people buying up here at Euphoria. There was way too many people buying here at Euphoria. This is simple supply and demand. Although, yes, right now demand is probably not, at this point today, demand is probably very low for Bitcoin because it's crashed down to the likes of 36,000. I love to see it personally. Yeah, when you get to Euphoria, we're all going to be rich. When you start to buy here, then you look at complacency. We just need to cool off to the next rally because now you're in losses. You're like, okay, it's all good. I ain't tripping. It's all good, Then you have anxiety right here. Why am I getting margin calls? This dip is taking longer than expected. This is where a lot more people probably started to buy. This is probably where a lot more people, oops, my bad. This is where a lot of people will start to buy. Right here is where those who are buying up here at Euphoria will probably try to get in again. Why am I getting margin call? This dip is taking longer than expected. And then price will keep falling. Down to this denial. My investments are with great companies. They will come back. Panic shit. Everyone is selling. I need to get out. This is probably where a whole bunch of people are at emotionally right now. Emotionally, that's what's going on right now. This is not what's happening in the market, but emotionally, this is what's going on with the markets right now. Especially with price dropping from that high to this low. This is what the markets are looking through. Capitulation, I'm getting 100% of the market. I can't afford to lose more. This is where a whole bunch of people are probably currently at. They're like, you know what? I'm just going to take my loss. It is what it is. Anchor, who shorted the market? Why did the government allow this to happen? Go through depression. My retirement money is lost. How can we pay for all this new stuff? I'm an idiot and disbelief. This is a sucker's rally. Happens again. This disbelief is going to be right here. This rally will fail like the others. Hope, euphoria. You don't want to follow what's going on right here. You don't want to be, you want to go exactly the opposite of what this is going on. When price gets to these highs, like this and all-time highs and it's staggering like this. Let me just show you guys. Let me just show you guys right here. Let me show you guys with this and how the market looks right now on Bitcoin. Let's go on the weekly. I'm gonna go to a different chart and I'm gonna give you guys a fresh markup on the cryptos, right? I'm gonna give you guys a fresh markup. This was from the last bull run. Look at this right here. Looking at this, what do you think this looked like? Or let me go to the daily. You guys will be able to see it way better there. On the daily, right here, when price got to 65,000, euphoria, price dropped and retested. Although we might not be done with this bull run, I don't think we're personally done with this bull run yet. But with how this looks, what does it look like that we're at on this chart right here? It looks like we're in denial. Right here, euphoria. Let's just watch. The top right here, euphoria. Go over here, complacency. This is where complacency started to happen, right over here. And this is where I was mentioning to a lot of people that, oh, this area you might not want to buy because it's looking like price might end up dropping, which it did. And then come back over here. Where is it? Sorry. Come back over here. Looks to me like we're in the anxiety parts of the market, maybe even denial. But for me personally, like I said, for all we know, we could literally be at this part of the market. Where is it at? We could be in this hope of recovery is possible area where price popped up and dropped. But from the way how the charts look on the daily time frame, it looks more like we're getting to the anxiety/denial area of Bitcoin, which is very much possible. But all I'm trying to say is based on the other halvings and based on the other bull runs, we're not done with this bull run yet. But my hypothesis is that because we have so many of these other altcoins that are getting so much attention now, they are taken away from what this bull run could have possibly been, which is amazing. Don't get me wrong. I think that's pretty awesome. I think that's pretty great. But that's my speculation personally. A lot of people can say that, oh, it's Elon Musk. Oh, he's the one that's making Bitcoin drop and everything like that. No, that's not how things work. You want to sell the news, yeah, for sure, but you want to buy the rumor. And so, like I said, I personally think that we might not be done with this rally. I mean, this bull market one, but if we are, then we're about like right here, starting to get to this denial part. Now, let me go into the charts and show you guys my technical analysis point of view, though, right? So, let me get out of here. Go on to the charts. All right, so let me go ahead and go on to what I had marked up already, and then we'll go ahead and get a fresh chart. So, like I said, when I started to see price up here, price broke down, retested, I was saying, yo, you guys might want to be careful because there might be a potential sell right here going on Bitcoin. And if I hide this fib real quick and draw a new one, you will see where it's at, and I'll see if it's hit my target, because if it has, then that's when I'll be like, okay, now I'm going to start really looking for buys, because it is at my buy area regardless. But from this high to where price dropped and made a low, broke the structure, that was my first sign of saying, okay, price might be turning around. And then it came back up. We'll put this all the way down where it needs to be. Then price came back up to 59,000. Once I started seeing this rejection at this sell box of mine, I was like, okay, bruh, this thing might really look to drop. And so it really did. And right now it's currently at my 38.2 extension. So I would have been taking my profits already. Like my profits have been, if I was in this sell, let me get rid of this, sorry. If I was in this sell, my profits would have been taken already. Right here at 39,000 from this sell. Price dropped an incredible, from where I mentioned of the sells, incredible, where did price come all the way down to? 23,072 pips, or 23,000 200 pips, if whatever you want to count that as, right? Or it dropped 38.83% total. If you would have been buying here at 65,000, you probably like about 50% losses right now. Which is why you don't buy at highs. You wait for a retracement, then get in. You're down 44%. That is ridiculous. That is absurd. And so now, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and drop a fresh chart, fresh everything, remove drawings. I'm going to do that for all the cryptocurrencies as well. These weekly candles are looking scary. These weekly time frame candles are very much looking scary. And if we go over to when the last bull run happened, we can see that the sales weren't as, what's the word I'm looking for? Documented, or they weren't as strong as what they are now. Like we have one bearish candle, two bullish, then two bearish candles, and all that stuff, right? When we go to this current drop, look at here. We have two very bearish candles. Now, the week is not over. There is 4 days and 12 hours left in this week. But the possibility, I'm just stating this. I'm just looking at it from a weekly point of view. You could take this with a grain of salt. You could take this with a whole boatload of salt. It doesn't matter to me because I'm looking at this from, like, I'm taking this with a grain of salt, right? From this low, where price had taken off at 3,829 to this high, price would be expected to drop back down to around the 21,000, 17,000 area. Regardless, right? That's just big picture, whatever price does in the past that has to do in the future type of thing, right? So I do think that 16,000, 21,000 are likely. However, for me personally, I do not think that price is going to drop any lower than $20,000. I really don't think that. I think price is just going to probably come back, test these previous highs at $20,000, maybe even 18K, 17K like I mentioned, and then pop right back up. That's what I think is going to happen with this bull run. I want to see what this volume was looking like. Look at the volume when the bear run happened on Bitcoin. It was astonishing. It was out of here. We haven't even had remotely any type of closeness to bullish volume on Bitcoin. It's not even close on the weekly time frame. So that's just giving me questions. Even with this bull run, that price pushed to the upside. When COVID was going on, that's when the most volume in the market was. Ever since, there wasn't been that high of a volume in this Bitcoin market, but yeah, price is making higher high. So seeing all that stuff is just really like, wow. That gives you a bigger picture to see that maybe this bull run right here, and it's probably not, isn't even the half of it all. So I'm going to go ahead and draw this zone right here just to know that this is a big ass zone that I'm looking at. Sorry for the language. Not really though. And so buy box, I'm leaving it here, but I'm going to hide it because this is something that I'm going to look in the future and say, guys, this was what I was talking about in the future, because this is what I was talking about in the past, because again, whatever happens in the past is going to happen in the future. And if we really want a proper and correct correction on Bitcoin so that we could be confidently saying, oh, 80K, 100K is coming, we need to have these corrections. These corrections need to happen in the market. A market cannot be so unstable that it's just going up, 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 and it's not making retracements, right? So, going to the daily time frame, I'm going to go ahead and delete this fib. Well, I'm going to get a new one, but I'm just going to delete that one. And so now, from looking at the daily point of view, I like how price is broken through this bearish structure right here. This is where I promise you a whole lot of people were buying. A whole lot of people were buying. They got ultra wrecked. I love to see it. I don't like seeing people getting wrecked, but when you're trying to buy at these support and resistance levels, you have to understand that you're not always going to get your way, because you have to find where there's points of there's levels of price where it's most likely going to bounce off of it and continue going to the upside. So what I'm trying to say, basically what I'm trying to say is that right now is a very high possibility time to look to either margin buy, or you can buy it on a cryptocurrency on whatever and hold it, whatever. Right? This is the time to buy, because, and I even said this on last week on Sunday, from this low where price started to take off to this high of 65,000, price is retraced all the way back down to this 78.6 Fibonacci at 36,931, and it's leaving a wick there, and the volume is pretty high. I love to see this. I love to see this right here. I would have, if volume was getting high like around right here, then I would be worried. But if I'm seeing volume right here, where is a very nice area to look for possible buys, then yeah. So for me personally, and this is where I'm comfortable telling everybody to do, look for buys. Like if you're gonna dollar cost average, or if you're gonna hold looking for like an investment to get into, right now Bitcoin isn't terrible for an investment. In my personal opinion, it's not terrible. Now, like I mentioned, the likes of 21,000 and 17,000 are very much likely, so that if you were to invest now, if you're looking at dollar cost average now, then I would wait, if you're going to invest again, for those prices to be reached before you say, okay, like let's say right now you have $3,000, right? And you want to only invest in Bitcoin, which I don't suggest. I suggest that you highly spread your money. But that's besides the point. Let's say that you have $3,000 and you want to invest into Bitcoin. I would suggest right now that you put in $1,000 right here at this 39,000 spot, because the possibility of price going up and reaching 78,547, 86,956 is very much possible. It's very much possible, because again, the volume that I'm reading just off of the weekly, I don't think that this necessarily we've seen the maximum amount of volume that we could. So that's why I'm saying that right here is a place that you might want to look to buy. And then if price does come back down to like 21,000, look to put another $1,000 in. And then if it goes and drops down to 17,000, look to drop another 1,000 on there and hold, because Bitcoin is not going anywhere. Even if it drops back down to $3,000 or $2,000, whatever, $10,000 as Tori K saying, that's none of my business. Buy there. Because you're looking for an investment. And if you're looking at supply and demand, Bitcoin supply is dropping down drastically. And if we let's go to CoinMarketCap real quick. Let's just go to CoinMarketCap real quick. Oops. CoinMarketCap.com. I just want to show you guys. Bitcoin's dominance is 41% and Ethereum's dominance is 18%, right? Bitcoin's dominance has dropped drastically, and it used to be at 65%. It's dropped drastically. The market cap is $730 billion. That's the market cap. I feel like the market cap was way higher than what it was, but that it is what it is. And you have to also understand that Bitcoin, again, supply and demand. The supply of Bitcoin, the mining that's going on, is getting harder. It is getting more difficult for people to mine Bitcoin, and that's what halving is that now the amount of Bitcoin that's being circulated out there is getting cut in half. Now it's harder for that to happen. With that being the case, for it harder to mine, that means that the supply of Bitcoin is getting harder to it's harder to be there. Everybody's selling Bitcoin. So if everybody's selling Bitcoin and it's harder for you to mine Bitcoin, wouldn't it be wise to say, yo, I'm going to start buying Bitcoin? Because once eventually there's no more Bitcoin mining, what do you think is going to happen with Bitcoin? If there's no more supply and you have something that's very rare, price is going to skyrocket. So just look at those. Just look at those at that type of like point of view. Let's go ahead and look at this Bitcoin data. I just want to see. Fully diluted market cap is, and if you can see here, the market cap of if the max supply was in circulation, this would be what it would be. It would be $813,556,177,173. This is what the actual market cap is. The total market cap value of cryptocurrency circulating supply. The market cap is the current price times circulating supply. Circulating supply of Bitcoin is 18,713,643 Bitcoin. The max supply is 21 million. We're almost at completion. It's almost at a time where Bitcoin is gonna run out of mining. There's 90% left of this. So when prices are at these lows, and there were still circulating prices, and Bitcoin was at 65,000. Now that there's only I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying, you could go ahead and believe a whole bunch of other conspiracy theorists out there about what crypto is and yada yada and all that stuff. I personally think it's clickbait. I personally don't believe in looking at all that stuff. Now is good times to be buying these cryptos. Price is down 14% of the day, 38,000. We've seen Bitcoin at 65,000. Price even went down to 36,000. You guys should be buying if you are looking to invest into Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Because now let me go into the other cryptos. So again, right here is a place where you definitely want to be looking for buys. So dollar cost average there. I would say dollar cost average anywhere in the 21,000 area if price gets down there. And then again, if price goes down to 17,000, dollar cost average here. And even if price does end up dropping here, guess what? Even if price does end up dropping to 17% from where price is currently at, look at the percentage. 57% from this low versus if you would have bought from up here, which is basically 73-75%. That's why you don't put all of your money in here. You put all of your money down. You put most of your money down here. This is where $2,000 is going in versus $1,000. If you invest $1,000 right here, then you're gonna lose about $500 before you get into any profit. That's okay. That's fine with me personally. I'm okay with losing this 500, and then I put two bands up in here. While these two bands are climbing up, let's say now this $2,000 from right here. Let's just say this $2,000 from right here goes back up to 39,000. That's 134% that you've made from price coming from 16,000. And then now you're at break even in this position, but these two positions, they're an extra profit. So you see what I'm trying to say here? Let's go ahead and look at the other cryptos. Ripple. All right, Ripple. Same thing, guys. I took a margin call buy it last night. It hit break even, and that's fine. I've been trying to look for this to actually sell. It didn't. But again, look at Ripple. Ripple has so much more to go that I'm not worried about it dropping. Like there's way so much for it to go. $3.30 incoming in the very near future. I don't know how close. I couldn't tell you. I really couldn't. I don't know. But I am expecting that to happen. But again, I gotta play devil's advocate because it's not all sunshine and rainbows. What I could possibly see happening with Ripple, and again, this is the same case scenario with Bitcoin, is that I could see it from these lows. I'm gonna take it from these lows because this is where the bull run really started on Ripple. I could definitely see 60. That's why I say 88 cents or 70 cents for a Ripple is a huge possibility, because I do see it as a huge possibility for price to come back down and a place where I could be like, okay, I'm gonna start dollar cost averaging, and then price pushes up to the upside. So again, 60 or 70 cents, that's where I'm probably going to be looking to, if I am going to add more Ripple, if I'm going to buy more Ripple, 70 cents is where it's going to be at. So that's just place number one, 68 cents, 70 cents. Now I'm going to be looking, okay, this is where I'm going to start to dollar cost average. I'm not going to start dollar cost averaging up here because I don't like the prices up here. However, let's go over here and let's really start where this bullish move happened, where price. So I'm gonna take it from right around here. Yeah, I like this fib level right here. I still want to see like Ripple drop, although I love Ripple and it's currently rejecting off of this 50 EMA. That's what this green line has been, it's the 50 EMA. I really do still want to see Ripple drop down to like the likes of $1, 86 cents, and like I said, 70 cents. If I can get 70 cents on Ripple, I'm buying more. Because if I buy Ripple at 70 cents, guess what's going to happen when price gets to $1.40? Already doubled my money. You feel me? And even if it drops some more, I'm going to buy some more. That's how what investing is. That's what investors do. Like, right, when prices drop and they're like, oh, everybody's leaving the markets? Good. Let me look to buy some more. If you go look at Amazon, go look at eBay, go look at all the great companies and stuff like that. So the same thing applies to Bitcoin in a sense, right? So again, guys, price could definitely just maintain right here. Or okay, let's go ahead and play devil's advocate, because this is the sell that I had called. Well, first of all, probably will start to look for buy positions margin and whatchamacallit wise right here at like 86 cents or something like that. Depending on your broker, be careful with your broker, because they might pay out differently than others. And if I were to get in at 86 cents, my stop loss would be probably like around 37 cents. So you have to really be careful with your broker. Check out that contract size, make sure your leverage is solid, and have a good size account. Don't try to trade cryptos with a small ass account. Anyways, if I could find it, there you go. There is this little support that price is currently holding at, which I don't really care for. You guys know I don't care for support resistance like that. I use them for guides and say that, oh, well, here's a possibility of price to jump off. And from the last buy that I had called on Ripple, which was down here, I think, like around 95 cents or something like that. Not 95 cents necessarily, but let's just take it from 95 cents and take it to this bullish upside. Price literally, same thing as with Bitcoin. Price literally is just retesting this area for, like, it came down to the 78.6 with this high volume and then rejected off of it nicely. I could definitely see price continuing bullish from here. I could see it. It's possible. It's definitely possible. However, I'm not taking out the possibility of 86 cents or 70 cents. I'm not taking out those possibilities whatsoever. And hey, if I miss this move right here, it is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and miss it. But from the way how these cryptos are dropping and the amount of fear that is in the market, I am gonna just, I'm gonna wait for this setup to happen. Oh, hold up, I'm tripping. Actually, I kind of like this right here, to be quite honest with you. 89 cents, I kind of like that for sure. So yeah, overall, this is what I'm still looking for on Ripple, and I have even called this sell up here. Let me see if I still have the drawings, unless I cleared them all. Yeah, I did. But for those who know, they know I called this sell up here. I was like, "Low, I'm looking for sellers to hop in." After this drop, the retracement, this thing is clockwork, guys. Like, it's the same thing over and over again. From this high to this low, price retraced, 78.6, rejected off of it, pushed down, stop losses at break even. Like I said, probably down here is where I'm looking for price to come down to. I definitely would not want to see 52 cents or 27 cents, but those are possibilities. You cannot take them out the market, but they're not high probabilities. And again, daily time frame, Ripple's currently rejecting off of this daily 50 EMA. Right now, if I was margin trading, then yes, this is a good opportunity to margin trade. To take it off from this low to this high, it's a good margin trade possibility. For sure. I'm not taking that away from anybody, but it's just weird. Especially off of a 1 hour time frame, I don't think you'd really... If you were to get in right here, obviously you'd be super in profits, but it's just risky. Price could definitely just come back down and then pop back up. So Ripple is one of those that I would stay away from as well. And just to go take a look at this, let's just take a look at CoinMarketCap. I really don't care that Doge is up ahead of Ripple like that. Like, it just doesn't add up to me. But market cap doesn't lie. But let's go ahead and look at Ripple, $1.27, down 23%. Again, these cryptos, they are literally on sale right now. Same thing for Ripple. The circulating supply is 35.11 billion Ripple in circulation. There's only 100 billion Ripple worldwide. Ripple is the most valuable it's ever been, and it's at $1.28 when the highest it's been is at $3 or something. You guys do the math. I still very much love Ripple. I'm still in love with it. So again, right now, even at this permanent prices, it's not a bad idea to look for buys because these cryptos are all on sale. Why would you want to go and buy when prices at $1.50, $1.80, all that stuff, when you can buy them as cheap as they are right now? I don't know why I closed that off. All right, so this is for Ripple. Again, margin trading is not a bad idea to get in. I would rather wait for $1.18 to come back, possibly, for me to get an entry, personally speaking. And my stop loss would probably be at like 93 cents or something like that. I doubt it. I probably, like I said, I probably won't even take this trade. I would rather want to wait for 89 cents and 68 cents for me to dollar cost average and potentially get into trades on my margin trading. So that's for Litecoin. Looks way better on the daily for me to buy right now. But if price, I don't know, I feel like if price doesn't close over this 50 EMA, then it wouldn't be a good idea to try to buy. So that's for Ripple. Let's go ahead and go over to Litecoin. These other cryptocurrencies, I'm not going to get into real super deep debt with them. I'm just going to go ahead and talk about them very lightly. Litecoin, I had mentioned earlier that I was saying, oh, possibly right here would be a good time to buy, but I never executed, and I'm glad I didn't. But man, just from like I said, from this is a higher low, higher high. From this swing high to this swing low, this is the fib that I drew, and it didn't look bad. But this might not be what the move is, because there's also this possibility from this low to this high at 221. Price rejected off of the 78.6. I like this way better than from here, although this is still kind of played out. But yeah, maybe this would be the play for pushing Litecoin to the upside. Although, look at Litecoin, it's very much close to its previous highs at 420, and so I'm still bullish on these cryptos, man. I can't say that I'm bearish on them quite yet. And the volume that is here, regardless, is not telling me that this is time for the market to go bearish. But then again, there is this saying, I don't know how accurate this is. First 6 months of the year, bullish. Last 6 months of the year, bearish. We're coming to our 6th month in June in the next 10 days, 10 to 12 days. So you want to definitely be careful for that. But I like these possible buys. I really do. These possible buys that the market have right now for margin trading. And Litecoin, I feel like it's very, very, very cheap. This is something that I'm going to start looking at dollar cost averaging as well. I don't think it's a bad investment. I don't think Litecoin's a bad investment at all. If I were to start dollar cost averaging, even at these prices, it won't be terrible. But again, I gotta keep the same energy with other cryptos, right? So if I were to take it from the lows of 2020 to the highs of 2021, 137 will be my area where I'm looking to invest heavy on Litecoin. $107 will be another area. But even where price is currently at, like I said, the same concept with Bitcoin and them. If you have $3,000 and you're looking to invest it, $1,000 up here, $1,000 at 137, $1,000 at 107.48 cents. Because if you have $1,000 at $107.48 and price pops up to 239, that's 123% increase. You doubled your money and some, and now you're back break even from your first position where you had put that $1,000 in. Hope that makes sense to you guys. And let's go over Ethereum. Yeah, same thing, guys. I mentioned on Ethereum on my weekly analysis. I'm not changing this chart because it's the same concept. Start dollar cost averaging right here at these prices. I don't think it's a bad idea to start the same thing. $1,000 right here on Ethereum, 2,764. I feel like Ethereum is going to take over Bitcoin, by the way. I just want that to be said. Or want that to be known. Currently rejecting off of this 78.6 fib. Possibility of price coming all the way back down to 1,969. It still exists. And guys, if price comes back to 1,969, you better be buying. Start dollar cost averaging there, but right here back to the all-time highs, that's 123%. You double your money right there at 1,969. So that's just something that I want to show, because this could just be the 61.8 from this push up. That could be possible, and then price still has time to come lower. But like I said, start dollar cost averaging here. If you want, you can look for buys margin trading. I personally wouldn't do it today or tomorrow. I'd wait. And again, if I keep the same energy with the other cryptos, let me get rid of this. If I want to keep the same energy with the other cryptos, then I'd have to really wait for price to come down to 1,320, which is still very much a possibility. And then I'll start dollar cost averaging down here as well. And then if price comes down to 992, same thing, guys. It's the same concept over and over again. You want to be smart about things. If you're going to be investing, you want to be smart about your investments. You can buy right here, just in case price continues going higher, right? Because I don't think the bull run is quite done yet. But even if price drops down to 1,336, that's going to be a decrease in 52%. So this $1,000 you have right here, it turns to $500. Then you put in 1,000 here and another 1,000 here, $3,000 total. This is just explanation, like just examples, right? Then let's just say from when price comes back down to 992, if it does, because I'm not 100% sure, I'm just doing a technical analysis. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just seeing what the markets are showing me. If price comes back down here and price goes back to your dollar cost averaging starting price, you've almost tripled, you've almost gone 200%. Almost 200%. Off of $1,000. So that $1,000, it turns to almost $3,000 now. That was your initial investment that you put in, and then you also have your other positions going on. So that's how I'm gonna play these cryptocurrencies personally. Maybe your boy Payton, he's gonna show what he's looking at. This is what I'm looking at though, and I think it's fire. So with that being said, there's other cryptocurrencies, obviously, like basic attention coin, basic attention token, Crow, Tron. We have Mat. I have to go and take a look at what Matic is looking like. What are other cryptocurrencies that I'm looking at? Stellar. All those other there's a lot of other cryptocurrencies that I'm looking at personally. There's probably like 10 or 12. That's my list. But again, I'm only looking at these four main currencies because I also trade them on MetaTrader 4, aka margin trading. So I hope this was very helpful for a lot of you guys to take a look at. I hope it wasn't too confusing, because I know how confusing the crypto market can be. And just to be petty, love to see it. I need you to drop more. All right, y'all. That's about it. I need you down here. I need you back down here at 10 cents. But anyways, that is all I have for Dogecoin. Remember, for those who are in my channel, I want to see 22 cents on Doge, regardless. And it's your boy AB, and I'm out, y'all. Thank you for hopping on.